There's a couple things that really frustrate me about coin collectors, especially people who are looking for mint errors and varieties and just anything that's different about their coins. It is frustrating for me because I have some knowledge because I gain knowledge by educating myself and through experience on what varieties I want to look for or what mint errors look like and how they occur. So when I look at coins, I'm not looking for things that are different. I'm looking for things that are known to be different. In other words, they're established varieties. Now, don't get me wrong. If I saw a coin with a double die on it and it was obvious and it wasn't listed, sure. But I still, I would get it. I would send it off to the experts and verify it, have it cataloged. But I know what a double die looks like, and I'm not just thinking it's a discovery or whatever because it looks different. The other thing is that people who don't look for varieties or mint errors, they're not even interested in varieties or mint errors. But if you are educated, you can actually narrow down the search to certain coin dates and mints and find something that you could flip for some money and buy your silver stack and buy your gold or whatever. Here's my Coin Help You community and register for free. If you want to ask the question about a coin, if you want to know how much a coin's worth, then portsmouthcoinshop.com. We have a lot of coins over here, and what I've been pushing lately is we do have the peace dollars. We have a bunch of these rolls, and we've been selling pretty good at $28 each. And then also Morgan dollars. I put them all in grades from AG all the way up to the AU, and you can have actually a grade set. So if you get a chance, check out portsmouthcoinshop.com. So to talk about this a little bit further, I have a couple coins that are discoveries. They're not discovery new varieties, but there are discoveries here at the coin shop that I found in some BU memorial cent rolls. And then I'm going to talk about another one that was found by a customer and a friend of mine. And they're both rare varieties, or at least valuable varieties, and both are from 1988. I picked 1988 because that's the year I graduated, and I just happen to have these two 1988 coins that I'll show you. So first, let's take a look at PCGS Price Guide. So over here on PCGS Price Guide, when you hit the little plus sign, it drops down and you've got the two varieties for 1988. You have a 1988 double ear and you have a 1988 flared G. The flared G is just another font type on the FG that's not supposed to be on the 1988. Okay. Now, there is only one example of the 1988 in red, the double ear, and it's 66. I know this coin very well because I actually handled it and we sold it over on Heritage. This was found in a bankroll, and what it is people turn in rolls, self-wrapped rolls, rolls that haven't been gone through. And if you have some connections at the bank and can get them, then you have a chance of finding something like this. So let's take a look. So over here on Heritage, this coin that was found in a bankroll sold with the buyer's premium for $3,120. I actually sent this to Heritage. I handled this coin myself, and it's the finest known and the only red example for this. You mean to tell me that out of all the coins out there, all the billions of cents, the mintage on this one is 6,092,810,000. So out of all that mintage, there's not another red example, even a 64 or 65. There has to be. Someone's going to find it eventually. Now, yes, it's kind of like a lottery win, but if I was going to look for something, that's what I would look for. I wouldn't look for just something that's different. I wouldn't be looking for a contact mark over the ear because that's another thing that people run into a problem with. This is actually an extra earlobe. It's not a contact mark. It's not a slice. It's not dye deterioration, that kind of thing. And they made history here because they have the top pop still, and it's the same coin used on Coinfax. If you come over here and you take a look, it's the same coin. So here's the image on Heritage that sold. And then here's the Coinfax image. It's the same coin. You can see the marks on all. The same die file lines all over it. And That's something to hang your hat on, to have a find like that. Then you have the flared G, which is a little bit easier to find in red. But if you find a 63 example, it's worth $225 retail. Now, will it sell for that? Who knows? Maybe it'll sell for $100. Maybe it'll sell for 50. But it's still something worth looking for instead of just trying to find something different. Now, these, the flared G, we'll take a look. There was a mintage, obviously, like I said, 6 billion of these were minted. That is just a phenomenal number of Lincoln cents of one date to look for. And to show you the flared G, what you're looking at here is you have a little extra design details, a little different font. So they call that the flared because it has the crossbar there, and then it has the extension of the front of the G. Okay, that's a flared G. The normal 88 just has, it looks almost like a C that comes up too high. And we'll take a look, see if you can see how it is. It just comes around and it's straight. So it's like a weird C. There's no extension down at the bottom, and there's no extension on the inside, a crossbar, partial crossbar. So that's what you look for, is this. So you want that flared G. That's the way you identify this best way. I know at one time, I believe they were calling it a wide AM. You don't want to go there. You just want to look at the G here. So I found a couple of these in my memorial rolls, and I sent them off to Annex for grading. And I end up receiving Mint State 64. Now, they're in Annex holders. I've not checked Heritage to see what they've actually sold for, or if they've sold at all. Probably not in Annex holders. But if they're still only going to go for $100, $150, I'm happy, because I have nothing in that roll at this point. It was going to go to the bank, and I thought, you know what, I better check my 88s, make sure I don't have double ears, and make sure I don't have a flared G. To me, if you know all these certain dates and mints that have valuable coins in them, that's what you should be looking for. You shouldn't be looking for just anything different on a coin. So let's take a look at my coins. So here it is, 1988. It's RDV, reverse die variety, FS 901 flared G. Now mine, Mint State 64 red, like I said, and they have some little dots on them there. Most of them in the rolls did. That's why I was going to take them to the bank, because coins were just a little, those spots on them, I just don't like that, like some type of planchet wash. So see if we can get close enough. You can see the G's got a little mark on it. Let me get the other one. I found two of them. I mean, think of that. A roll that was going to go to the bank, I decided to look through because I knew 1988 had a couple varieties that are worth looking for, and I find this. And it's a little bit better there. Yes, you can see the little half a crossbar inside the G, and then the extension of the front of the G down to the bottom there. I just don't have the time to look at every single coin for something different. I want something that's already been discovered and established. Now, let's say I'm looking through my 1988s and I find the Liberty's doubled. That's different. I know what a double die is. Yeah, I'm going to look for that. I'm looking at the coin, but I'm not purposely trying to find a different variety. You know, if accidentally I'd find one, that's great. There's nothing wrong with looking that way, but I'm sticking with dates and mints that actually have an established variety that is well known, because then I can send it off for grading, get it in that holder, get it to auction if I have to do auction, or just sell it here at the shop, maybe on the website. That's what I want to do. And it is frustrating to me to see people struggling and flailing around with their microscopes trying to find anything different and then posting it up on the site. You know, damaged coins, coins with die chips and die cracks, which might be cool to find, but they're not worth a lot of money, not hardly anything over face, sometimes a couple dollars, but it's going to depend on the condition of the coin. Who find gouges on their coins, and they're just not looking for the varieties that I recommend. Go to PCGS and Heritage Sold Auction, Stacks and Bowers, and you can look through what has sold, what is worth the most. PCGS, and you've also got NGC's, Variety Plus. Those coins have the value. The reason I like PCGS is because it actually has the values, and I can look and see which ones I would want to look for. You know, there's other dates. I use 1988 as an example, but you got the 92 close AMs, and of course there's the wide AMs. There's other double dies that are to look for in the memorials, but there are so many. There are billions of memorial cents out there, and rolls that you could go through. That's probably better than going to the bank and getting a roll. Now, I'm not saying that you can't, because obviously it has happened. There's people who's found some good coins that way. But I get on my help community and I see this every single day. Look for stuff that's known. Focus your energies and your time on dates and mints that actually have something that you can find that's going to be worth your time. So thanks for watching my latest video. Please like, share, and comment, and have a great day.